something special about growing your own food. Veggies, fruit, herbs, if you grow it yourself, it tastes better, it's better for you, and it feels like an actual accomplishment. But it's easy to romanticize the idea. In reality, we would all rather go to the store to buy a dozen eggs than set up a chicken coop in our backyards. Or would we? This is the Smart Coop, the easiest way to get started raising backyard chickens. It has a steel run that keeps predators away, 2 AI-powered cameras, and an app for 24/7 chicken monitoring, and a design that looks nice and makes cleaning and collecting eggs easy. The first thing that stands out about the Smart Coop is the design. This is not a rundown chicken shack you might find on someone's farm. This is a chicken coop with style. It's simple, playful, it can elevate any backyard, and it really feels like it belongs in the city. And this is important because for Coop to reconnect people with their food and the land, this product needs to resonate with the majority of the world who happens to live in urban areas. The run is tall enough for a human to fit inside if necessary, but you'll mostly be using the back or side doors. The side panels swing open for easy cleanup, and the 2 laying boxes at the back can be opened with a latch for easy egg collection without disrupting your flock. The roost also has some subtle design features that prevent rain from getting in and allow air to consistently circulate. When it comes to construction, the Smart Coop's exterior run is built like a tank. Coop uses 12-gauge welded steel rods all around the perimeter, so you won't be able to bend any of these metal panels, and neither will any predators. They also use half-inch openings all around the bottom 18 inches of the exterior, so any smaller predators cannot sneak their paws in and try and attack your chickens. The roost that sits on top of the run is made out of MDPE, that's medium density polyethylene, and that is a common plastic used in backyard play sets for children. The ladder and the roosting bars inside the roost are also made out of plastic. The Smart Coop ships in 5 separate boxes and can be assembled in a couple of hours using just the screwdriver that Coop provides in the boxes. The total assembled weight comes in at about 195 pounds, which is heavier than most chicken coops of a similar size, meaning this one is not going to blow away in a storm. Aside from the design, Coop really stands apart from the competition with their tech, specifically their Coop app and cameras. Each Smart Coop comes with 2 AI-enabled cameras, one for recording your outdoor area and one for recording your indoor roost. They both work right out of the box and can be paired using the Coop app, so you can start recording your flock in less than 5 minutes. And these cameras are actually pretty cool. They can identify different predators that might be roaming around your coop at night. They can use lights and sounds at night to scare them away. And they can even identify whether your chickens all came home to roost that night, if there's a rogue egg lying around. They can identify all sorts of objects inside and outside of your coop. They even have 2-way audio, so you can both hear what your chickens are saying at any time, and you can also talk back to them as if you were talking to a pet. The cameras have 10,000 milliamp hour lithium-ion batteries, which need to be recharged every month or so, but for $39, you can get a Coop solar panel add-on, which will keep your cameras consistently charged no matter what. Okay, let's talk about the app. Coop's app might be the most polarizing feature of the product. On the one hand, there's going to be a cohort of people who love the idea and the peace of mind of being able to manage their chickens remotely, being able to know that their chickens are always safe, always well fed, there's no predators getting in. But there's another cohort of people who are going to say, oh great, another app that I need to monitor a device that sits in my backyard all day. So right up front is worth noting that you can have it either way. The Smart Coop has built automatic doors right into the device that open just before sunrise and close just after sunset. So even if you never touch the app, you can have the confidence that your chickens are going to be able to get in and out as needed. If you do choose to use the app, it's pretty intuitive. The Home tab displays your live camera feeds, which you can click to expand. There's a tab for highlighting interesting moments from your flock, and you can even share some of these interesting moments with the Coop community in the next tab. You can even use the app to book someone, Coop calls these people chicken tenders, to look after your flock if you happen to be out of town for a few days or on vacation. And of course, you still have the 2-way audio in your app. You have the ability to trigger lights and sounds and manually open and close the chicken coop doors as you wish. When it comes to maintenance, the Smart Coop is pretty low touch thanks to its tech, product design, and community. As mentioned earlier, Smart Coop doors automatically open and close, saving you a trip out to the backyard twice each day. And the app is generally designed to alert you if something has gone wrong or something needs attention. So that leaves just 3 main tasks for maintenance that you're going to need to remember as a coop owner. The first is to make sure your chickens have enough food and water every day. Second is to make sure that you regularly clean up the coop. And third, you're going to have to regularly collect the eggs that build up inside the coop. For food, there are 2 orange buckets that come with every Smart Coop. They fit neatly inside the doors of the interior roost, but if you want, you can take them off and put them in the outdoor run. For cleanup, there are 6 cardboard trays that come with every Smart Coop to line the floor of your roost. And when these get full of chicken manure, you can fold them up, toss them, and replace them in a couple of minutes. The 2 laying boxes have a lid which you can open from the outside of your coop to collect eggs. Generally, chickens will lay most of their eggs in these laying boxes, but they may choose to lay their eggs elsewhere. And the Coop app tends to remind you if they spot on the cameras a rogue egg sitting inside the roost or outside on the lawn, it will let you know. So to put all this maintenance in context, you're probably looking at less maintenance than you would have for a typical dog, maybe something similar to a house cat, where you don't have to walk your chickens or your cats every day, but you do have to make sure they have food, water, a clean space, and of course with chickens, you have to collect the eggs. Now, if you don't want to do any maintenance at all, as mentioned earlier, you can also use the Coop app to request a chicken tender to come visit your home, maintain your coop, clean it up, check on the chickens, and deliver your fresh eggs. The Smart Coop supports up to 6 chickens, so at full capacity, that means roughly 5 square feet of space per chicken and 10 inches of roosting space at night. The indoor run is 10 square feet, the outdoor run is about 22, so that gives you 32 square feet of combined indoor-outdoor space. Of course, you can also open up the outdoor run door for your chickens to let them wander your backyard freely, but that's a personal choice. Chasing chickens around your yard isn't always easy, and once they're outside of the Smart Coop, they are exposed to predators. Inside the roost, the Smart Coop has 2 30-inch roosting bars and 2 laying boxes. Each roosting bar can fit up to 3 chickens, which often like to sleep close together for warmth and balance, and chickens are comfortable sharing those 2 laying boxes. For a quick comparison, the factory farms that your store-bought eggs come from, they have minimum space requirements of only half a square foot per bird, which is roughly 1/10 of the space that your chickens will get in the Smart Coop at full capacity. And of course, they also get the benefits of spending their life out on grass, pecking for bugs like chickens like to do. So overall, the Smart Coop is a meaningful step up in chicken health standards. But if you want to give your chickens even more space, you can either open that run door, let them roam freely throughout your backyard, or you can choose to raise fewer birds, or just get a second coop. A couple other important notes. The Smart Coop works in all climates, in all seasons. Chickens are generally able to adapt to a wide variety of climates, so you don't have to worry about rain or heat or snow. Additionally, most major cities allow you to keep a handful of hens in your backyard in a chicken coop. Every jurisdiction is slightly different, but generally it's widely accepted. And of course, if you're in the country, this is not an issue. Now that we've covered the Smart Coop's features and maintenance, why might someone want to own a chicken coop? First, the obvious benefit is you'll get a fresh, free-range supply of eggs that taste better and are better for you than the grocery store eggs. And you'll get this on a regular basis. Depending on a few factors, chickens can lay somewhere between 3 and 6 eggs per chicken per week. So for a flock of 6, you're looking at somewhere between 18 to 36 eggs per week. This is plenty for most families and may even be enough for you to share some of your eggs with your neighbors. Second benefit, instead of putting your food scraps in the trash, you can use them to feed your chickens. Chickens are omnivores that naturally scavenge for a wide variety of foods in the wild. So with a few exceptions, you can feed most fruit, veggies, grains, meat to your chickens. You'll have less trash and your chickens will get some extra food. The third benefit is that chickens are like pets to some people. Chickens have names, they get their photos posted on Instagram, they have real sentimental value for the people who take care of them. The one difference, of course, is that because these chickens are outdoors 24/7, they're not going to poop on your floor, they're not going to eat at your furniture, and you're going to get some nutritious food in return. If you have a young family, this can be a great way to help your children learn more about where their food comes from. It can be a fun activity to go out to the chicken coop every day and collect some eggs and look after your chickens. And finally, throughout this whole process, your chickens are going to be spreading manure all over your lawn, naturally nourishing it and eating up some of the bugs they find in your grass, kind of like a natural pesticide and fertilizer all in one. As of May 2024, the Smart Coop costs $1,695 for the roost and the metal base. If you want to add on the exterior run as well, that'll be $19.95 total. And of course, you can get an add-on solar panel to make sure your batteries in your cameras never need to be charged. That is $39, and it's $69 for a pack of 12 liners, cardboard liners you can use to clean up your coop, make that process super easy. The Smart Coop launched in 2023, so it's relatively new. And if the Coop team is watching this and is looking for user feedback, I have a few wish list features that I would love to see implemented in future versions of the product. First, I think it would be really cool to have modular runs where anyone can customize the shape and size of the exterior pieces attached to their chicken coop, depending on the size of their backyard. Second, I think it would be cool to have wooden perches inside of the roost that mimic the tree branches that chickens might have slept on in the wild. And finally, I think it'd be cool to offer an option for an entirely wood roost structure so that you can entirely eliminate plastic from the product, improving sustainability of it, and further elevating and enhancing the style. Overall, the Smart Coop is an extraordinary product. I think this has the power to reconnect people to their food, to the land, and create a more robust, healthy food system with less waste. All of this in a package, by the way, that fits on one square patch of grass in your backyard. So if you're someone who wants better food but doesn't want to go buy a farm out in the country just to get it, or if you're someone who just wants an outdoor, low-maintenance pet, something that's going to give you fresh food in return and offer some sentimental value as well, the Smart Coop is definitely worth taking a look at.